Hi everyone, my name is Rashad and this is Jack. Today we are going to teach you about complex fractions.
So complex fractions are fractions where either the numerator or denominator has a fraction in it. So for example, when you have a fraction like 3 over 4 over 7, it is a complex fraction.
And so now I'll tell you guys about the formula, which is right here. So the formula is a over b over c over d. And this basically means that if you have a over b over c over d, it technically is a over b divided by c over d. And that, since you convert it, you keep it, and then you change the multiplication sign, change the division sign to multiplication sign, and then flip the two numerators and denominators. So then you would get a over b times d over c.
Okay, so like I said earlier, when you have the fraction 3 over 4 over 7, it is a complex fraction. So when you run into something like a complex fraction, you would just need to keep, change, and flip the expression as we showed in the last one.
For this example, 3 over 4 would remain the same fraction, so I'll write this up here. And then, since it you change the division sign to a multiplication sign. And then you flip the 7, which is basically a 7 over 1, to a 1 over 7. And Jack will do the rest of the problem.
So then once you get here, the problem is relatively simple. All you need to do is multiply the numerators together and the denominators together to get 3 over 28, and that is your final answer.
Yeah, so you can't simplify any further, so this is what you have. Now that first problem was just an introduction. Now we'll get a little harder. So as you can see, this problem has a negative and has an exponent in it, so it'll be a little bit harder.
So in this problem, we are going to keep 3x over 2. Then, just like we did last time, we are going to change the sign. Here you know that you're dividing, so you just change it to multiplication. And negative 6x squared is basically negative 6x squared over 1. So then we would just make it 1 over negative 6x squared. Now Rashad is going to finish the problem.
And to finish it off, just multiply across. So you get 3x over negative 12x squared. And then you can simplify the two x's and the 3 and the negative 12. So you get 1 over negative 4x.
Alright, so to wrap our lesson up, we will be going over the very difficult improper fraction of 2x squared minus 8x over x squared plus 4x plus 4 all over x cubed minus 16x over x plus 2. And that sounds really confusing, but as long as you apply the steps that we previously went over, then it's quite simple.
Yeah, so just like we did for the last two questions, we just keep the 2x squared minus 8x over x squared plus 4x plus 4. And then after that, you change the division sign to multiplication sign. Let me just write these first two steps out.
What are you putting? Oh, you don't have any cubes in your project? No.
And then finally, you flip the x cubed minus 16x over x over 2. So then it becomes x plus 2 over x cubed minus 16x.
Okay, so to finish it up, we are going to be multiplying this. Once you set it up like this, it's relatively easy, but it's definitely challenging for some people. So we will be factoring some of these. So you can factor 2x out of 2x squared minus 8x, and you can make it 2x x minus 4 right there. And then for this one right here, you're going to make a t-chart. So here, this times this, x times 4, x squared times 4 equals 4, and then this is 4. So factors of 4 are 1 and 4, but that adds up to 5. However, 2 and 2, when you add 2 and 2, it adds up to 4, so that works. So then it's going to be x plus 2 and x plus 2. then this is already factored. You can't factor this anymore.
Well, if you can see, these two can cross out.
Yeah, I know. I understand that, Professor Freeman. However, I was finishing factoring before I did anything else. Do you understand?
Yes.
Yes. So, actually, I don't, Professor Freeman, I don't think you can factor this. How can you?
Let me show you. So you can first factor
Oh
out,
wow, Professor Freeman. I'm sorry.
You can factor out the x here, and then you get x squared minus 16, and that's a difference of squares. So then that would be x minus 4, x plus 4. Okay, I'll let you finish off.
Professor Freeman, I apologize. I was I did not see that. So now that we have that, it's very simple. You are just crossing out stuff that's the same, I guess you could say. So x plus 2, like terms, crossing out like terms, and then you don't have any more x plus 4, x plus 2. You can't cross out any more like terms. So the final answer is going to be 2x over x plus 2, x plus 4. And yeah, that is the final answer. So hopefully you learned a lot from this video. Rashad.
Thank you, guys, for listening, and tune in to more videos if you're looking for help from math.